I'm Martina. I'm here with Omar, and we're going to talk about lifestyle pressures from social media to the youth in today's generation. So, first of all, I'd like to open it for discussion. What do you think the types of lifestyle pressure from social media are?
I think there's a lot of pressure on young people to be politically active, even if they don't want to be. There's often a lot of pressure for young people to be active on social media itself and posting a certain level of quality when it comes to their content. There's a level of perfectionism that is quite hard for young people with limited technological skills or resources or equipment, time, things like that, to actually produce perfect looking social media content, which they see influencers posting, and often they don't see all the hard work that goes on behind the scenes. I also think that there's the pressure to perform a certain way or look a certain way. When you see people who are successful who look a certain way, they might feel pressure to also emulate the way these people look or act or dress or talk, because to them those are signifiers of success. So they want to imitate that in order for them to be successful.
That's really interesting. I like that you have that idea about why they actually feel the need to follow these people and sort of imitate them. With regards to what you said about them feeling pressure to always be on it and constantly be posting and be sort of on trend or things like that, where do you think that sort of pressure comes from? Like, why is there a need to constantly be immersed by social media?
I think because so much of young people's lives is now lived virtually, so existing in the real world and sort of being present in the world outside of your screen isn't as important as it used to be. Before, you might have had to show up to networking events or parties or things like that to get your name known if you wanted to become social media famous, for example, whereas now you can do all of that in the comfort of your own room with your curtains drawn, without having to actually engage with anyone physically or in real life. It can all be done virtually. So it's sort of that movement from real life networking and engaging with other people to virtually networking and engaging with other people, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that links in really well with my next question actually, because I was going to ask you about how this culture of being involved in social media and how time consuming it is and how it takes so much of your focus and time obviously plays a big role in the way that young people don't spend as much time outdoors and with nature, which is obviously good for your well-being and your health. Or is there other factors that play a bigger role towards that?
I do think that does play a big role in it. I think because a lot of people can see that you can be successful online, and online success doesn't have to come from working hard at school or working years and years in a job to sort of build up your reputation. You can really just make a few videos that come at the right time and are of the right content, and that's it. You've sort of made a name for yourself. So for a lot of people, it's that quick, easy route. But I think the downside of that is, like many of these things, is you're suddenly thrust into the limelight. Your private life isn't as private as it used to be, and if your private life is what you're selling as content, then when you do go outside, you no longer have that anonymity, you no longer have that ability to just experience being outside. So the only private area, the only place of quiet that you have is your own house, which unfortunately is disconnected from nature.
So about what you said before about how people look for ways to success to be quicker and less hard work.
Yeah.
That sounds like something that would pull away quite a lot of potential creativity.
Yeah, I think engagement and creativity sort of come from being in nature itself, and when you're outside, you sort of become inspired by what's around you. Yeah, I definitely do